the only thing that makes you better at this is, stage time.
Yeah, that's
how much are you on stage? Are you on stage every single day? Because that's what you should do. And so I just made sure I always had tons and tons of work.
That's what I love about Rogan's Club, man. Like, I didn't realize it was gonna be like this. Like, he said it, somebody can say something,
right?
But saying it and then actually seeing it, like in the last week, like it's perfect to live in Austin because when I'm not on the road, I can still do headliner time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like during my David Lucas and Friends show, I could do an hour at the end if I want to. 45 minutes, work out new material. And in between, since the club has opened, I've did like 18 spots.
It is the best situation for a comic to be in is to have access to Austin, Texas right now.
Yes.
Because there's not that much stage time for people that aren't famous in LA. The big guys can go in and get their spots every week. But everybody else is fighting over a pretty small bone, and
exactly.
But out here, with the other things that are coming to town with comedy, that Joe just embraces all of it. Come on, bring clubs. We'll make this the comedy destination.
Exactly.
But I'll have the opportunity, and so will you, right, to do 4 sets tonight.
Yes.
And there's no, I really felt like when I didn't do stand up for 15 months, and I was really thinking about quitting. And
that was that show in Austin when you first came back on stage after
Chappelle and those shows.
I was there,
and I was pretty dried up. And if it would have gone on much longer, I would have been completely dried up. And so it was really Joe and Chappelle and getting back in with the tribe that I'd been separated from. The guys that love what I love, and the guys and women that have chosen to do with their life exactly what I chose to do with my life, which was to go around and make people laugh and see how that works out. And and Joe just would never hear about me retiring, and so then I went around and finished all the dates that I had on the books. I got my chops back, but I made a decision to retire, and that's what I did at the end of the year. But this club, it's too hard to resist. It's like a warm bath, man. The best sound I've ever heard, the most beautiful club that's ever been imagined. And, it was like Rogan's gift to the comedy community and to Austin. He didn't need that. And he did it so we'd all have this great place to grow. And he's such a cool part of the comedy community, and generous. And,
he's like the new version of Mitzi Shore.
Yeah.
He's the new Mitzi. Like, what he has created is insane. Insane, man. Everybody get tickets. That's all I can say. Just get tickets. You're gonna see some great comedy there. I haven't seen a bad set yet.
Yeah, and Chappelle came in the other night. That crowd, that sounded like he walked into an arena.
Right. They were so loud.
They were so loud when he walked on stage, and you can't help but look at Chappelle as the GOAT. Just it's hard not to see it that way.
Right.
And he proved that to me watching him do those sets in Austin outdoors, and the things he was talking about. He was taking them straight to the stage and killing with them. And I'm like, man, what a master of this. And
him and Louis C.K. Louis C.K. brought me on the road with him, and it was like this dude was born to do comedy. Like, same with Chappelle. Like, it was inevitable.
Yeah, I went to see Louis C.K. at the Creek in the Cave, and man, I forgot how funny he was. And he was just blister in that room. And he was walking out on some pretty flimsy limbs and just jumping on them, daring them to break, and then had somewhere to go with it. It's fun to watch.
His religious bit.
Oh yeah,
it was his religious bit. It's like this. I've never heard a religious bit that good, in all honesty, ever. So.
Yeah, I went and sat down and talked to him for a little bit afterwards, and that's what's gonna who's gonna be attracted to this club is the guys that are the big guys that are doing these arenas are gonna need a place to come and work out and settle in and do a week or two, and and we're already seeing that happen. So it's just the best thing.
And you never know who's gonna pop in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like on my show, David Lucas and Friends last week, Pete Davidson popped in, and he's whatever, but he was just a name. And then Shane Gillis, who was a killer, he came by. So that was some dope pop-ins that just showed up. Now I got one this week. It's fun. If you want to do some time, let me know. Friday.
The problem I got, this is what I'm faced with, is that I got a girlfriend at home, and if I start spending 5 hours a night at the club, she's gonna move back to California.
Right. It's so easy to be there 5 hours.
I want to be there, and then when I'm not at the club, I feel guilty because I feel like I ought to be up there helping make it work. Which is pretty arrogant, think it doesn't work without me, but but I do. I feel like I want to do my part, and I know I add something to it just for a big name and go up there and do a little set, keep it all in my head.
Yeah, I mean, I bring you up a lot in the tag team system, and the pops you get every time I say Ron White, massive pops, man. So it's like, I totally get you. But yeah, you got it. She don't want to come up.
Yeah, that's like chicken skin. Those massive pops. I could just do that over and over. Just hear that noise
right.
and the love.
Right.
It's like eating fried chicken skin. Look at it. Not too much substance there, but God, it's so nice.
Now that you're a big established name comedian, is it hard to work out like new jokes, new premises?
Damn,
something got me too.
Yeah.